Alright, what is up, chat? Welcome to the stream. Today's day 73 of live day trading NASDAQ futures. Today I'm on top step with 550k combines, as you can see here. Unfortunately, we crashed out and destroyed when we were trying to trade 10 all at the same time. Bit of a crash out moment there, as you can see. Pretty bad. Let's actually have a look at one of them. So we did well on the first day. Second day we just blew it out of the water. 34 trades, way too many. Just was in red the entire day. Oh well, starting fresh with a new session. So this is the latest movement for today. Asia opened up here. As you can see, Asia session high got swept in London, boom. And this is a London session high here. London high. Very clean. I like this this sort of style. So there's very clean structure. We can see. Okay. So that's good. Let's just. All right. So what are we looking at, chat? Well, as you can see in today's price action, it was bullish. Yesterday, price was bearish. Came down, swept this 4-hour low. Okay, so yesterday price came and swept this 4-hour low, respected this 4-hour low. As you can see, if I zoom out just a tinge more, this is the 4-hour. We can see here we've got the 4-hour here, we've got the breaker structure on the 4-hour. This is sort of the channel. Okay, how do I hide this? How do I hide this? How to hide the electricity icons on trading view. Random market energy indicator. No, that's not hide. Yeah, those. Okay, indicator legend. Click on the eye icon. Collapse. Okay, what the friggy wiggies? Well, that's not it, is it? I don't know. Got all the news, I guess. I mean, that's all right then. Okay, so let's have a look at what we got, chat. So price is bullish in this 4-hour. External, internally it is bearish. Let's hide everything for a second just to get a clear picture. Okay, so it looks like it was bullish here, came down, failed to take this, came up, failed to take that. So it's sort of an internal range, but ultimately internally it's still bearish. I mean, look, it came down, pulled back, came down, respected this twice actually. So it's constantly testing this. Eventually it's going to break through. Do you know what I mean? So at this point in time, I would say, because it swept it on the 15-minute, I would say internally I'd be looking for shorts. Internally I'll be looking for shorts, something like that. Maybe for a long continuation. That might be to play, chat. That might be to play. So let's have a look and see what we've got today. So what happened to the New York Open, chat? New York session open 11:30 right here. Came down. 1 minute. Okay, this internal protected low got swept, so we've got an internal break. Yeah, that's pretty fair. We've established an internal protected low here. Very choppy. Now, as we are waiting for price to tell us where it wants to go, realistically speaking, I don't know. Like if I look at something like this, longs in the premium. Oh, sorry, longs in the discount area, shorts in the premium. Get long somewhere here. to maybe into that mid-range, or short somewhere here into that mid-range. It's that equilibrium, I don't know what people call it these days. Bang bang. Pretty decent 2-to-1 risk to reward here. We'll wait for it to really play out to give us something. But these, I guess, are our options here. What is the inefficiencies we have? We've got inducement. This could be an inducement potentially. We'll see what happens. Could break through Asia low, could sweep through London high. This will be London low. Around here. Be interesting. First time I've ever marked up sessions like this. So yeah, we'll just see how this plays out for the time being, chat. Meanwhile, whilst that is going, I am going to quickly review some winning trades. I'm going to go through my data a bit and see what might be a good sort of thing to look back at. Hmm. This is some choppy ass price action, chat. Holy moly. Is there some news going on or something? Let's actually have a look. There might be some news, that's why it's so chop. Okay, midnight. Yes. There is news coming out in 2 minutes. Lucky we checked. ISM manufacturing PMI. Wednesday. Oh no, that already happened. Okay, 2 minutes here. Jolt's job openings. Ooh, that is big news. All right, let's actually have a look. Jolt's. Oh yeah, we can just open up this as well. Jolt's job. Australian imports. Yeah. Okay, US core durables. So let's have a look how this will play out. It's very choppy here. Lucky I didn't want to get into anything just yet. Joel's job openings in 30 seconds. Five seconds on the Joel's job openings. Let's have a look, chat. Alright, it's picking up. Holy moly, look at that. Oh my days. And it should have just dropped now. Let's have a look. Let's see what was the outcome of the news. Oh shit, it's lagging. Actual, it's in the red, not good. That is bearish for the economy, right? Let's have a look. It's trying to figure out if it's bearish or bullish, I guess. Guess it's bullish for the market. Let's see if it gets a breakout. It did respect this 4 hour, so because it respected the 4 hour, what does it mean? We've got a potential weak high here for price to target. Realistically, this one here. Yeah, that would be the more valid external kind of price target. This is the magnet, I guess. So price will probably come up bullish. Now, where are we going to go from here? It is bullish. How many? There's an internal change character. Let's see what happens when if it respects this. Overall, though, the high time frame is bullish, so probably low. Shorts are a low probability move. Shorts are probably a low probability trade. Let's just have a watch. Can we get a short here? I'm curious. Tapped into this 3-minute point of interest. Supply point of interest. If I was to trade, the trade would be something like this. Let's have a look. It is pretty volatile. I would have entered here. Took it to this internal protected low. Stop loss, let me see. So that's about 10 points. generous, about 23 points there, yeah. And it is reacting, chat. This is a potential short from here. Yeah, I think I might take it, chat.
Order filled.
Guess, yeah. Okay, so I entered a short off of the rejection in this 3-minute supply point of interest, as you can see here. Swept the London high. Okay. And I am going to look to take this potentially just to this internal protector. I mean, I guess it's already decided my risk parameters for me, hasn't it? So I would hate for it. Let me just maintain that. So there is the protected. At this point, it's at 19 points stop loss. I'm going to go up to 28. So that's about 10, 9 points outside. 9. Let's go 10 just to be safe. Usually go 10. 10 points outside of the protected structure. If it loses that, it's a pretty valid loss, to be honest. But I think this is a very valid trade. Like, it's an internal change of character. Move bearish. We're in a higher time frame. 15-minute premium area. Okay. So we've got, yep, high time frame, 15 minutes premium area, which is all this red here. Top 50%. Lower time frame created internal change of character on that lower time frame, on 3-minute bearish. We've got the double top with inducement. So we've got the one here, swept that, and then we've got the inducement in the middle. So triple top, you know, but we shall see how this goes. I think this is a pretty valid. Let's see if it, yeah, high of the day is right up there. We'll see. Let's see where the entry was. I could have maybe got an entry there, maybe, chat. Let's see how it reacts off it though. It doesn't look too good. It might need a quicker. I have to exit out this early. It's coming down. I might enter 3
Order filled.
micros there. There's that initial 3-minute sweep. Kind of rejecting now. Moving my take profit to hit the consistency rules, I guess. Can't be more than 50% of the trade. I mean profit target. Let's see how this one fares out, chat. So we've got a short here at this on micro NASDAQ at this after it swept the London high and after the news was just released. We'll see how it reacts. Jolts did come out under forecast. So it came out under forecast. Not great. Negative. So that's not great for the economy, but it looks like, I guess, price is being bullish at the moment, really. So that's interesting. Interesting to see. The fundamentals are kind of working inversely right now. But I like this trade. We've got the double top with the inducement, and this is an internal change of character. So for me, this is a pretty high high probability trade. High probability indeed, chat. I could have maybe improved on the entry area. I did see that initial sweep of the supply zone. Got a bit excited. Yeah, but currently it's a 1.38 risk to reward. Let's have a look on the 3 minute. As you can see on the 3 minute, a bit of a rejection in this candle closure. About a minute and a half left on this candle. This 3 minute candle. We'll see if it's got enough legs to push through. This is the 5 minute now. And just for a bit of context, this is the 15 minute break of structure at the Asian high today. London high, it was just swept just then. It looks like it was respecting on the 3 minute. I could be wrong. My stop loss does cover about 10 points outside. Covers about 10 points outside of the protected high or the London high. So we'll see how this plays out. Risking about 2% on this trade here. Doesn't have the legs, it doesn't have the minerals. We'll see if it comes up. I like to do a small limit sell of another two micros yet again. Let's see what the tilt is saying. Oh my days. 65% long, 100% positive. That doesn't seem right. I'm just going to quickly refresh, see what's going on, chat. I like the looks of this, chat. It's not, doesn't look like it has enough legs. I'm gonna do 2 small shorts right there, and I'm gonna bring the stop loss closer. I'm gonna close out this extra limit sell, tighten up this take profit to right there. Okay. Let's have a look. Look at that, chat. We shall see if this hits TP. Oh my. Beautiful trade, chat. Chef's kiss. Look at that. Guys, I might actually have to do it. No, I won't do it. That was a good trade, chat. Yeah, as you can see, in my opinion, I could have maybe waited after. Look, it swept that supply zone. It kind of put us in the red for a bit too longer than we wanted to. But yeah, that's a pretty fair trade there. Pretty decent trade. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. We've done it. Day one of these 550k XFA combines on Top Step. Day one, one trade essentially, and we made the target. A few scale ins. I think it worked out pretty well. Very nice setup. Very nice setup. Internal change of character came and created the double top with inducement, swept the point of interest, supply point of interest. Something to note next time, maybe look at waiting for that sweep first and then getting in afterwards. Okay, that might be a bit of a better thing to note, but happy days. We can't complain with that. It was a great trade. You know, came to the opposite point of interest on, let's say, the 3 minute. Yes, very nicely. And it looks like to reject there. So something to note, you know. Yeah, can't complain about that, chat. That was a really good trade. Oh, hey, WN, my boy. Welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for tuning in, bro. I hope you saw that. I've been, man, I've been all over the shop recently. Off stream, I just trade till my emotions clap me out. I'm not gonna lie. But lately, today, I've been listening to some audio books and trying to get my shit together. What I am doing now, there is a new process that I have. I've got a new bit of sauce. Are you ready? Are you ready, chat? Before I start my trading sessions in these night sessions, what I do is I have a look at all of my winning trades that I've journaled. Remember how you've seen that journal? I had a ton of journals. I look at the journal and I'm like, man, I have a look at it and see what kind of source that got me the dubs earlier. So this is a quick little for your eyes only, okay? So this is my, you've seen this before, right? So this is my journal, okay? So you can see I've got a ton of other shit here, trading plans, whatever, SMC basics, a lot of old stuff here, right? Now, I'm actually looking at my data. As you can see, I haven't been journaling much recently. I haven't got all this. Yeah, billions of dollars, but I haven't actually journaled. As you can see, I need to catch up with this. I still need to do it, but I will get around to it, bro. I will get around to it. It's just, all of this stuff is gold, okay? This stuff is gold. Now I have to realize that this asset of mine is gold, and I've got to be using it. I don't know why I keep trading off stream without consulting my data first. So I'm consulting my data now, and this is exactly what I did right before the trade session today. I looked at this data, I went to my wins, okay? I don't know if you can see this. I'll zoom in a little bit more for you. I went to my wins, and then I looked at all of the pro trend continuations, okay? And I wanted to look at, I guess just this. I had a look at this, and I noticed a lot of my wins here, looking at my data, I actually take my pro trend continuations all happen. See, this is all pro trend continuations. Mainly happen at the 3 minute protected high or protected low, okay? 3 minutes, right? And then the take profit area, from what I can see, is sometimes a bit early, random. What it means is like, bro, I mean, if I open up one of them, it says to me that I can actually hold it until the end, but I am just taking a bit early. So if I have a look at these early ones, so this early one here, early, let's have a look at the notes. The learnings that I have in this is hold to at least protect the structure for TP, okay? That was another one. Let's see what else. The other early one said this one here. During highly pro trend +6 bias alignments, always aim pro trend trades for full take profit. Could have hit 5 risks to reward. Look at that. This is my gold here. Chef's kiss. Look at this. The risk to rewards here are sitting at 3.62, 1.26, 2, 5.31. Hello? Okay, let's have a look at that one, chat. That is crazy. 5.31 risk to reward. Let's actually have a look at it. There's a pro trend trade. Let's look at it. So I'm going to pull this on open. I'm going to have a look at I took looks like a 3 minute. I took a long at the 3 minute protected low. Pro trend trade, okay, in a discounted area. 1 minute, 3 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute discount. Okay. There was a rejection candle, and the take profit was at the 0.618 fib retracement of the leg. Let's have a look at it. Let's have a look at the 4 hour. Yeah, I know it is useful. Look at it. So I took screenshots. So this is my 4 hour, right? So I can see 4 hour, it's bullish. 30 minutes, still bullish, but it did come down. So bullish externally. I mean, I guess bearish externally. See how the recent break of structure was just down this one here. So it was kind of bearish just then. But let's have a look at the 15 minute a bit closely. So as you can see, bang, came down, hit this 4 hour low, I guess, and it started making its way up to this 15 minute protected high. Let's have a look at my actual trade. It looks like there's a break of structure, created a protected low, and I just took a long from there. Wow, 5.31 risk to reward. That's beautiful. It looks like after massive, and I don't know if you know this, but on TradingView you can have certain candles to incorporate the volume in the candles. As you can see in these candles here, they're different sizes. When it's very thin on this chart, there's low volume. When you see thicker candles, it means there's a ton of volume in that trade, in that candle. So what it means is at this 3 minute candle here, I'm assuming it looks like it was at the New York Stock Exchange open. Massive volume, shot up. And as you can see, the price trickled down before, and pretty decent volume before hitting this protected low and then shooting up. So I think, I was taking some of this insight into my actual trading session today. And look at that, price actually reverses. So I'm so glad that I TP'd there instead of trying to hold out to the end. But either way, even if I didn't TP there, my realistic take profit would have been somewhere like this, because this is the opposite point of interest. So my point of interest, yeah, the demand would have been around here. Demand point of interest would have been like that. So my profit, TP would have been somewhere in here. Okay, so either way, still good trade. Yeah, very nice trade, and it looks like it's coming back. And so now that it's respected this internal protected low, dare I say it might be able to break through this part. price might now go ahead and break through. But how good is that data? Sorry if I'm jumping around too much, but this data is very interesting. So I can see here this 3-minute pro trend trade. Awesome, you know. What else do we have? You know, it's pretty interesting to come back at these kinds of things. Let's have a look at this trade here. I took it was a very nice, oh, these are some decent trades. Look at this one, 3.5%, 3.62 risk to reward, 10-point stop loss. It was let's say 3-minute internal protected low long into the 3-minute protected high. Okay, I can sort of imagine what that is like, but let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, bro, you know, let me know if you need help, if you want to get into this. Ooh, bro, this is a beautiful trade yet again. Look at that. That's a beautiful trade. Internal break, internal break. Yeah, it's a very nice trade. And so see here in this, and actually this is a good point. So this trade here, I can take some notes, because this trade here, if we zoom in here, you see how price came and swept. It came down initially, got really close to this demand point of interest around this area down here. It got down there, it came back up before coming back down again into the same area, but just a lot closer to the protected structure before going off. I think that's something I need to pay attention to. Now it's very important because in this trade here, I did wait for that sweep. It's like a sweep before it hits protected structure. And if we actually have a look at actual price action, so literally just then in today's trade, okay, I'm going to hide everything real quickly like that. Now I'm going to go to the 100 tick. I can guarantee you, if we look at my actual trade, yes, I can see it now. I can see it now. So if I just bring everything back real quick. So as you can see, price made this initial sweep, okay? Price made this initial sweep, came down, had a deeper sweep that's closer to the protected structure right here, and then made its way down, okay? So what that means is maybe I have to be wary of this like initial sweep kind of behavior, which might happen on the charts, you know what I mean? So you can even see it on this 1-minute candle. This 1-minute candle here, it wicks into the supply point of interest, comes back down, has a deeper sweep at the protected structure before shooting off. So that there is an example, and what we just saw just here is another great example. Price comes into this protected low, and look, this is the 1-minute. Let's actually have a look at the 3-minute. Okay, look, oh, beautiful. So you can see here, price, this black wick, the bottom of this wick comes in and sweeps into this sort of big black candle here. This big black candle is the demand point of interest, okay? Because it's the last biggest opposite candle before the shot up. So as you can see, this massive candle here, oh my goodness, it comes down, this candle here sweeps this about like 1/3 of this candle, returns up a bit, and it comes down for a deeper sweep before shooting up. I'm gonna note that down. I think that's something important to keep in mind, because if I had simply waited for that initial sweep, come back and set my original entry around here, reduce my stop loss, I could have had a better risk to reward ratio, 2.71 risk to reward, instead of what it was before, 1.82. 1.82 is still good. Wait, was it 1.82? I don't even know anymore, chat. No, it definitely wasn't. Let me just fix it. But yeah, if I had a better entry, I could have had a better execution. So let's have a look. I'm just going to quickly amend this. Profit level was 23,402. 402.25. Okay, there you go. 1.27. There you go. So it could have been instead of 1.27, if I got in here, it could have been like a 2.51. Yeah, you see that perfect, you know, perfect. So that is a great example. So yeah, bro, that is something to watch out for next time. I think I really like the idea, and if I just open any of these, I'm sure there's a bit of source there. I just got to find it. How did I win this one? Let's have a look. Oh, look at that, yet again. price has that sweep, this initial sweep here, this little thin wick here, comes up and then has a deeper sweep before heading up. Now, given this one, I didn't take the rest of the data. I could have gone all the way. I don't know that, but yeah, it's interesting. Let's see what we got cooking up in June. Very choppy price action, but yeah. Anyways, I think that is it for today's session, brother. I'm just having a quick look. Okay, some range trades there. Yeah, so that's a good session. Now, what do I have? Just to recap, I just finished my one and only trade. I'm trying to, as you can see on the top of the screen, one good trade. Wait, that way. Yeah, over that way. Yeah. One good trade. So today my focus was to do one really good trade after looking at my data, so I get inspired and really put into a good zone. And it worked out well. Man. So why does this keep doing this? Keeps giving me a funky look. I don't know. That's not how far my TP went, cuz. 225. Should be like that. Anyways, W, thanks, bro. W, and appreciate it. Appreciate the love. I think it was a good trade. You're right. I think it was pretty good. Oh, I even got that one in the wrong one. 4939. 0. There we go. Looks better. Yes, 29 point stop loss. Yeah, it could have been a bit better. Definitely could have improved. But yeah, it looks like price has respected this internal protected low again. It looks like price might just shoot up. I'm done. I'm gonna lock it out. I'm gonna make it a habit as well of after getting a good dub, you have to lock out, man. I mean, you've seen the other trade the other day. I was up 1.6, didn't lock out, just lost a few. Like 1.2k for no reason, man. That was a bad day. I don't understand why I traded that, so making it a habit, locking myself out. I don't need trading more anyways. I mean, I hit the max, but yeah. But if I wasn't on top step, I'd have to figure out a way to stop myself from continuing to trade, because yeah, it would just get worse from there. But yeah, no, good session. Hey, by the way, follow me on TikTok. You probably see my YouTube shorts. I don't know, maybe you have, but it's just little snippets of these kinds of things. But I got a TikTok. Follow that if you can. Maybe if I can insert a little image, I'll figure that out later. I'll put a little TikTok icon. My TikTok is, you see at the top there, Trade Jutsu official. That's on my TikTok over there. Check that out. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate the love. And I will see you in the next session. Thank you for watching, my boy. Signing off.